What up? And welcome to another episode of From the Script to the Screen, My Hero Academia Edition. Episode 20 of Season 7 is out now. So, as always, you guys already know, gotta give a shout out to the creator, Kohei Horikoshi. Want to give a shout out to the studio, Bones. Appreciate all parties involved. A pretty emotional episode. Mainly focuses on the things between Ochako and Toga. It covered chapters 391 to 395, and we know that Toga has had a thing for Ochako and Deku, and so she's always antagonized them in a way. They've had a back and forth for a while, and so Ochako feels a little bit responsible for the way things have turned out. Feels like she would have been able to understand her if she would have took a new approach on things. And so I'll let the ladies break down how it might be meeting another woman out in public and how you guys might perceive each other. But one thing that we do know is that quirks play a part in this. And so, like I mentioned before, we know that a big part of Toga's misunderstandings was her quirk, her affinity with blood, and how it wasn't accepted in the general public. And so that's the bad side of the quirks, you know. Like I said before, like we've seen with the people who have shape-shifting quirks, they can make life hard for you, and that's what it did for Toga. So like we see, that's what made the League of Villains come together, and the fact that they were able to relate to each other's misunderstandings, and everyone's quirk, for whatever reason, led them down a path that wasn't accepted by the general public. And with quirks, we also got to talk about Ochako, whose quirk we've also seen grow throughout the times. Again, she's been able to carry more and more. And in this episode, we see that she was able to make everything flow that was connected to each other, that was touching, not necessarily everything that she was touching. So we see how much Class 1A has grown, and they've been working on their quirks all this time because they knew that the battle ahead was going to be tough. And what's also interesting is that we see the reporter talk about that doomsday quirk theory again, and the fact that at one point quirks will get so strong that they might not be able to be controlled. And in this instance, we just see again, like we've been stating the later part of the series, how much quirks could affect somebody and how everyone perceives a quirk. But pretty good episode. Shout out to Studio Bones again. Love how they adapted the panels. My favorite panel of the week. Was just dope to see Ochako doing that, because again, just the amount of things that she is making flow at one time, and you can imagine that it's only getting stronger. So shout out to Ochako, and looking forward to next week. Again, the season's wrapping up, but as always, let me know what you guys thought about the episode, and to the manga readers, let me know what you guys thought about the adaptation. Till next time, peace.